It didn't end with chaos. It didn't end with riots, sirens, or scandal. It ended quietly, one store at a time. Lights turned off, doors locked, signs taken down. In the early 2000s, Blockbuster felt immortal. Blue and yellow storefronts dominated street corners across the world. More than 9,000 locations, 50,000 employees. A brand so powerful it shaped how entire generations experienced movies. Friday night wasn't complete without it. You drove there, you wandered the aisles, you hoped the movie you wanted wasn't already gone. And if you were late returning it, you paid. Late fees were annoying, everyone hated them, and they were worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Blockbuster didn't just rent movies, it monetized inconvenience. And for a long time, that worked. Then a small company showed up with an idea that sounded ridiculous. Movies delivered by mail, no stores, no aisles, no late fees, just envelopes. Netflix wasn't sleek, it wasn't profitable, it wasn't impressive, and Blockbuster wasn't worried. Because disruption rarely announces itself as a threat. It arrives looking inefficient, unpolished, easy to dismiss. Blockbuster executives saw Netflix as a niche service for tech enthusiasts. A novelty. Why wait days for a DVD when you could grab one instantly from a store? What they didn't understand was this. People didn't love Blockbuster. They tolerated it. They tolerated the drive, the lines, the sold-out titles, the penalties for being human. Netflix wasn't competing on movies. It was competing on frustration, and frustration scales faster than loyalty. Netflix also understood something else Blockbuster ignored. Data. Every rental told a story. Every return revealed a preference. Every cue predicted behavior. Netflix wasn't just sending DVDs. It was learning people. Blockbuster had customers. Netflix had insight. In the year 2000, Netflix approached Blockbuster with an offer. Buy us for around $50 million. To Blockbuster, this wasn't a negotiation, it was a joke. Executives reportedly laughed. Why would a retail giant buy a struggling mail-order startup burning cash? Why invest in something that barely worked? When the current system was printing money, this moment would become legend, not because of arrogance, but because of timing. Blockbuster didn't reject Netflix because it was stupid. It rejected Netflix because it was comfortable. Late fees made up a significant portion of Blockbuster's revenue. Eliminating them would hurt profits. Closing stores would anger franchisees. Pivoting online would cannibalize the core business. Change wasn't just risky, it was painful. Netflix, meanwhile, had nothing to protect. Its model wasn't perfect, but it was flexible. As internet speeds improved, Netflix made a decision that terrified investors. It leaned into streaming. At first, streaming was worse than DVDs. Limited titles, lower quality, higher costs. But Netflix didn't wait for streaming to be perfect. It waited for it to be inevitable. Blockbuster tried to respond. It launched Blockbuster Online. It experimented with subscriptions. It announced the end of late fees, then quietly brought them back under different names. Each move contradicted the last. Each compromise weakened trust. Inside Blockbuster, innovation had to ask permission. From store managers, from franchise owners, from executives guarding quarterly profits. Netflix didn't ask permission. It cannibalized its own business on purpose. DVDs were still profitable. Streaming wasn't. Netflix chose the future anyway. Blockbuster couldn't. Its strength became its cage. Thousands of stores, once assets, became liabilities. Long-term leases, maintenance costs, staffing overhead. Netflix scaled digitally. Blockbuster was anchored physically. As streaming took off, consumer behavior shifted fast. People stopped planning movie nights. They clicked play. Blockbuster's relevance collapsed almost overnight. In 2010, Blockbuster filed for bankruptcy. The brand that once defined entertainment was reduced to nostalgia. Meanwhile, Netflix evolved again, from distributor to producer, from platform to powerhouse. It didn't just adapt to change, it expected it. Today, Netflix is embedded in global culture. Blockbuster exists as a meme in one lonely store. The lesson isn't about movies, it's about denial. The most dangerous phrase in business isn't "this won't work," it's "this works right now." Blockbuster wasn't killed by Netflix, it was killed by the belief that tomorrow would look like today. Because success doesn't warn you before it expires. It convinces you that you have time. Blockbuster believed the future would wait. It never does.